Hi, and welcome back to Milgat Farms. It's a beautiful day as always on the farm. We've got a lot going on, that's for sure. And there's always a lot going on. But today it seems like there's even more. We're working on the van. That's a me by the way. I am working on the van. I'm having a problem with the door. I've replaced the latch, I've replaced the cable assembly, but for some reason, the outside latch is just simply not working. This is just one project that we've got to get done on the farm today, but I want to get started because I don't have any distractions right this minute. Until that sun comes up, I don't have to do a whole lot outside, but as soon as the sun comes up, I've got to get up on the mountain at some point today, clean the cottage at some point today, go do some work on a trailer or two. We'll see what the day kind of holds. But right now, I'm starting off the day here in the van, trying to figure out really what's causing this problem. I'm not sure. I've replaced a lot of things in here, but so far I've not replaced the door handle, and that's where I think the problem is. So what we have is this little guy right here is not coming all the way this way. You can see it. I'll do it on the outside. If I pull that, it doesn't always go to the point where it's going to engage the electric motor to unlatch the door. So I'm not sure what's causing that. I know there's a cable here and it goes up under. I'm going to remove this and we're going to look inside there. Maybe there's something in the handle. I just can't figure it out. So I've greased this little guy right. I've greased the mechanism. I haven't greased the cables, of course, but there's something, and there's no way to really adjust that cable like you would on a bicycle, because sometimes the cable stretches. And if the cable's stretching and it won't go far enough, like you see it move, but it will not go far enough to where it'll actuate the motor, well, that's a problem. And that's the problem I'm having. The button works, it opens and it closes, which is great because it wasn't doing that before. But now I gotta figure out what's going on here. This is the door latch. You can see it right here. This is the handle on the inside. And so in order to open the door from the inside, you would grab it and pull it in this direction. Okay. And so a lot of times what we're seeing is right inside of here, it's not going far enough that way. So what is causing it to not go that far? Now, if we look on the outside, I'm pulling the outside handle. You're going to see this one right here move. Okay, same action. It's just not pulling this guy far enough for it to close. Now, why is that happening? I don't know. All right, what I've done is I've pulled the rod out and I've straightened it right here. I'm going to bend it that direction a little bit more here so that when we pull this handle, it shortens the pull a little bit and lengthens the pull right there. Gabe, I'm filming. I want to make sure that I get this exactly right or really, really close. There's not much room for error in this. I bent this using a pair of vice grips and a second pair of vice grips, and I got it really, really close. Then I ground off the end, which is probably 2-3 millimeters out, but I left some burrs, and so I need to get the burrs off in order to get it to fit into its position. So I got a little file. All I'm gonna do, probably not put that in the car, it's probably a bad idea. All right, I'm not going to say that's perfect, but what we did effectively, we shortened this guy, and what that's going to do when we pull, it's going to give a little more length right here. So we've got to get it up in here into the purple thing, little purple clip, which we got it. There he goes. If it might work in there. There we go. There's one. Yeah, buddy. All right, maybe not. Get in there, hateful little booger. There we go. All right, we're gonna put our clips back on. Once we get it pushed down in, one clip. This clip's gonna spin around. It's gonna grab it. I'll show it to you in just a moment. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, the grease off my fingers. Now, holding it, look at that. Well, it worked out pretty good. While I've got all this apart, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more lube in there. I did squirt the lube on the side of the door and I think I got it everywhere. So let's put everything back together, and then we'll lube it, get ready to hang this back up and see if it works. Now, K-bells on a bicycle have a ferrule nut right here, and you can adjust them in order to, say, shorten the casing or make this work, either pull in this direction or pushing it away from it. And if you have that kind of adjustment and the cable stretches, well, obviously you can adjust it, but that tension back out of it so it works properly. Well, in this case, check this out. You see that nut right there? And that little adjuster right there? What that's going to do, I took the nut and loosened it, and I pushed the adjuster that way. Well, first I went the other way, and it loosened it up. By going that way, it tightened it up. And let me show you what we got. See what it's not doing quite right? So I got it tight. Now what we're trying to do is to get this guy to come all the way down to here. Dee, look at that. Before, let me show you what it looked like. Okay, before, see how it wasn't going the whole distance. So let's go back to where we were. Now it's working. Let's put it back together. This might be the win for the day. And the reason I chose to bend it is because if I break it, I'll just get a new one. But if I can make it work, then I don't have to buy a new one. That makes sense to me. All right. Get everything back in position. Get me in position. First, let me hit the door thing here. Oh, you know what? That was wrong. Okay. So we know that the door will work. We're inside the vehicle. I'm inside the vehicle. Ha ha. Okay, that's safe. That works. Let's do this. All right, I gotta get something to hit that thing with. Arms are not quite long enough. Okay, now you're inside the vehicle. Pull the button. Everything works. Okay, now let me hit it. There we go. All right, that works. We got 2 more tests. All my greasy fingers are on the inside of the car. Ah. Okay, the last test is me being outside. Yay! You might be able to see outside, the sun's coming up. I'm gonna have to go feeding a little bit. Wow, this thing is bright, isn't it? Let me get that down a little bit. Can you see me okay? It works. It really does. I'm excited. This is gonna be my win for the day. I'd like to get a couple more, but this is definitely gonna be one. Let's head on out and do some other things on the farm.
Wow.
What?
I know you used the phone. This is a simple one, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it's easier than our car.
Way easier. It's only, this car's way easier of opening.
Well, it's not way easier, but it's definitely easier. That might actually work. That'd be cool if it did. Okay, we can't do what he can. Now this, let's see if it goes in. This is supposed to ride down inside of here. No, that one is going to have to possibly come down. Let's see if we can do this. Can you put it back? Do you use the guys a lot that did your repair?
Just for this car.
So the next time you go in, just show them what they did wrong. They're not being a jerk. They didn't take this out properly. What they did was they pulled from the bottom,
Okay.
just yanked this thing completely out, and left this on.
Yeah.
This is an outer belt molding. This is not really a belt molding, although you might refer to it as that. It's part of the door panel.
Okay.
So it's not a separate part. So I would say to them, hey, you know, next time you do something like this, you might want to pull this off differently,
Yeah.
because that way you're not going to damage anything. So, you've had enough for my kids?
Well, actually, I have a bunch of stuff to do at home too, because this is my last day off before I start my new gig.
Cool, man.
So
I'm glad you guys came out.
Yeah, we'll try to come out again next weekend at some point too. So eventually we'll get to some shooting, hopefully. Beautiful. That's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Kevin and Mel came over, and this was separated. They had the window regulator in here replaced. Oh, that just scared the daylights out of me. All right, let's start that one again. Kevin and Mel came over, and they had the window regulator replaced inside of here. And when they did, the person who pulled the door panel off didn't pull it off quite properly. And so this is the belt molding that was stuck in there, and this was getting hung up over here. So I pulled everything off, re-adhered this guy together, and now that's a success for the day. So I think I'm up to 2 or 3 successes. Oh, let me show you another one. This is my beat up trailer. And I say beat up. I've had this thing for 20, 25 years. I gotta say, this trailer owes me nothing. I have killed this trailer. I built a house with this trailer. I cut grass for 20 years with this trailer. It is the bomb. My neighbor John wants to borrow it, and the lights are messed up. So I went ahead and fixed the lights so John can use it. Win number 3 or 4 maybe.
That board over there, the bar felt like to trip, and he tripped me over.
Trying to trip you? All right, man, put your hat on you. Yeah, we need to keep your hat on your head.
If we have time, we probably can shoot the 22 if we have time.
We gotta go do the animals, and it's time for dinner. Tomorrow, when we have a break, we'll shoot the 22.
Tomorrow morning.
After you do some of your schoolwork, not before school, no. Okay?
We're gonna do it.
Yeah. So, what are we gonna do today? I thought we were gonna shoot?
Yeah.
Well, I wish we could. We just have so much work to do. We have all this wood to split tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What about these big pieces? What do we do?
I don't know, buddy. I think we're gonna have to split them by hand.
How?
With that maul. We'll use that maul.
The thing is too tiny to cut that piece.
It is. Maybe we'll get the tractor in here too and throw them a little closer so we don't have to roll them so far. Because they are kind of far, aren't they? So, what kind of wood is this?
Oak. I forget why.
It's hickory. We got it down by the garden.
Hickory.
Yeah, it's hickory.
Hickory.
So what kind of day do we have today? Good day or bad day? 2 thumbs up. I would call that a good day. We certainly had a good day today. Got a lot done. We did not get in the woods. Thankfully, we weren't in the woods because we had a really big wind come in about 11 o'clock, and it was tremendous. It was blowing mineral feeders around. It was kind of crazy. So we didn't get into the woods today, but we did get some more drops done, and that was a blessing. Kevin and Mel came over and helped out with that, so it was an absolute blessing there. Oh, we also got the cottage cleaned.
I know.
Gabriel and Isabel got their schoolwork done. And we got a lot of wood split, which was really good. We still have to get the trailer hooked up and backed up a little bit so we can finish filling it up. And then we've got to stack it. So all this here is probably going to give us about a cord and a half.
That'll fill that thing over.
Oh, that'll fill it maybe 2 more times. And we got to stack it and get ready for winter.
Why didn't grab these pieces of third on there?
Where? Oh, I didn't get it. We'll do it tomorrow. So, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch our video. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoy them as much as we're enjoying making them for you, because we really do. We love sharing what God's done for us with you. Do consider giving us a thumbs up. And until next time,
God bless you guys.
That's right. God bless you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go. Let's go get the animals.
Let's go see if the snake is.
All right, we'll go see if the snake's over here.
I got the weapon.
I got to tell you what, I'm a little stiff. Old man getting a little stiff.
Not this one.
Buddy, you're not going to see a snake this time of year.
No. The shed was right here.
Yeah, but
Maybe under that log. It's that log right there. It's bunches like that.
they're not going to be in there, buddy. I wouldn't touch that fence, though.
What?
That'll light you up.
Ah, I didn't get it.
Let's go. Let's go do the animals.